Yesterday, Trump had a White House meeting with Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter and tech bro Tyrion Lannister. And he had him there to let him know that the president isn't happy about what's going on online.
Well, President Trump meeting with Twitter co-founder and CEO Jack Dorsey at the White House. The meeting coming after Trump attacked social media, saying that they are biased against conservatives, even slamming Twitter for the platform's treatment of him.
The Washington Post reports that a lot of that meeting focused on the president's concerns that Twitter had deliberately removed some of his followers. But as Dorsey explained to the president, Twitter routinely removes fraudulent spam accounts.
That's right, my friends. The President of the United States is upset because he feels he should have more Twitter followers. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, what's next? Is he going to complain to Instagram because his thirst traps aren't blowing up? Huh? He's like, look at those hips. Although, I will be honest, this is the most relatable thing he's ever done, right? Because we all think we should have more Twitter followers. I don't care who you are. Everyone's like, come on, that's it? The only difference is when Trump gets mad at Twitter, he doesn't just complain to his friends, he flies in the CEO of Twitter. That's the dream right there. Yeah, in fact, I bet this is going to inspire more people to run for office. Yeah, people are going to be on stage like, I'm running for president so that I can ask Jeff Bezos, what happened to my tube socks? Which was supposed to be here by Wednesday. And by the way, that's not a stock image. That's an actual guy running for president right now. Or maybe it isn't, you don't know. There's too many of them to keep track. He actually is running. He isn't. We don't know. I actually feel sorry for everyone in this meeting with Trump who had to sit there and take it seriously. Like everyone. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy's face, right? That guy works for Trump, but even he's looking at him the same way you look at your dad when he whips out a Speedo for the beach. It's like, Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of Stacy. And poor Jack Dorsey, he has to explain to a president that some of his followers were deleted because they were bots and spam accounts. It's like breaking the news to a child that Santa isn't real. He's like, sir, you're 72 now, so I think you're old enough to know the truth. At Mikhail_62875 isn't a real person. He's like, no, he retweets me every day. That's a lie. He's my best friend. And Twitter is only one of the president's beefs right now, because yesterday he reignited one of his original feuds.
President Trump is reportedly escalating his dispute with some of the media, reportedly telling officials in his administration to boycott Saturday's annual White House Correspondents' dinner after controversy at last year's event.
Sarah Sanders and Kellyanne Conway have attended in the past. President Trump has not attended the event since taking office. And in a tweet today, he once again called the media, quoting now, the enemy of the people.
That's right. President Trump has ordered everyone in his administration to stay away from the White House Correspondents' dinner. And when a guy who eats like this is boycotting your dinner, then you know he's mad. You know. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, I think this is a good thing. I've always thought it was weird that White House reporters spend an evening schmoozing with the people they're supposed to be holding accountable. Right? It just didn't make sense to me. It would be like if the FBI and the mafia had one day a year where they just go out to a fun brunch. You know? Agent's just like, I hope the health inspector doesn't show up because we sure got a lot of rats at this table looking at you, Vincenzo. But seriously, guys, thank you for everything that you do. We appreciate you. But the most important Trump beef right now isn't with Twitter or the press. No, it's with Congress. Because in the wake of the Mueller reports, congressional Democrats are launching more investigations into the Trump administration. And in response, Trump is launching his middle finger.
Battle lines. President Trump says no to White House aides testifying to Congress about the Mueller report. Democrats ready for a fight.
The White House testing the power of Congress today, resisting a wave of subpoenas from House Democrats and telling a former security director not to show up for his scheduled testimony on security clearances.
Well, we're fighting all the subpoenas. I have been the most transparent president and administration in the history of our country by far. And I thought after 2 years, we'd be finished with it. No, now the House goes and starts subpoenaing. I say it's enough. Get back to infrastructure, get back to cutting taxes, get back to lowering drug prices. That's what, that's what we should be doing.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk to Jack Dorsey about changing the Twitter logo from a bird to a T-Rex. Much cooler animal, folks, with super normal hands. Serious work. That's right. Trump is refusing to let anyone from his administration testify in Congress. Yeah. He won't let the guy who gave Jared Kushner a security clearance testify. He won't let the lawyer he told to fire Mueller testify. The only person he'll let testify is Rudy Giuliani. And that's because he never makes sense anyways. Yeah. After 5 minutes in the hearing, Congress will be like, we have to evacuate the building. There must be a gas leak in here or something. I don't know what's going on. So Trump obviously thinks his officials don't have to comply with these subpoenas. And his war with the Democrats is getting so heated that people are starting to talk about potentially impeaching him. Which brings us to our final beef. Trump versus the Constitution.
While Democrats in Congress are continuing to debate whether or not they will move toward impeachment of President Trump, Trump is drawing a new line in the sand now.
Writing, quote, if the partisan Dems ever try to impeach, I would first head to the U.S. Supreme Court.
If the Democrats impeach me, I will head to the Supreme Court. Just to be clear, that's not a thing. Okay? The Supreme Court can't overrule an impeachment. The two have nothing to do with one another. This would be like if a cop gives you a ticket and your response is, I'm fighting this, buddy. You'll be hearing from my orthodontist.